Hey, what's up, folks? It's DJ CEO here, and welcome to The Loop. Loop is a webisode, vlog kind of thing that I put together to hit whoever's listening to the DJ culture, not just DJ culture, but the music culture, and hopefully you guys will get a broader understanding of what it is we DJs do. And if you have more of an understanding and appreciation, it might even help you enjoy yourself even more when you're out at a party or any event. And for DJs, hopefully anything that I say can kind of help you take your craft and how you approach your craft to the next level. Each episode is going to tackle different subjects. We're going to talk about a variety of things, but today we're going to kick it off with talking about a DJ's purpose. Everybody's got a purpose, right? What's the DJ's purpose? Now break it down to four very simple things. One is to make sure that you understand you're serving the room, right? Number one is serving the room. Number two is getting everyone in that room on one thread. The third one is understanding that each gig and each set requires a different approach and a different energy. And the last one, most importantly, is to make sure that you make everyone feel happy and feel good. That is the most important thing. That's why people come out. They want to lose a couple hours and just forget about whatever's going on. And that's your job. So we're going to start with the first one, right? And the first one is serving the room. It's very important that a DJ understands this. And again, those who are watching, I hope you understand this as well. A DJ is there to serve the room, not an individual. A lot of you may follow me on social media and see me post about annoying people asking for song requests, and this happens to pretty much every DJ everywhere. And you might think that we're being jerks by saying no, but we're not being jerks. You need to understand that by nature, a song request is selfish because it's what you want. It's not what the room wants or even needs. It's what you want. But you left your house to come to this event, to this party where there's hundreds of people. Why would I just cater to you? I'm there to cater to the room. That is my job. And as a DJ, understand you're not going to make everybody happy. But if you have 90 to 95% of the people on the dance floor having a good time, and those two people just want to hear whatever they want to hear, you can forget about it and forget about them because they're just not important. You're doing your job. You're there to serve the room, not an individual. The only people that we will ever listen to, the only individuals, are the people that cut the checks. And that's pretty self-explanatory. They're cutting checks. But outside of that, it's selfish. Imagine being on a tour bus, you're touring the city, and somebody in the back goes, hey, can you make a left down here? I want to see what's down this block. And the driver does it. You'd be pretty pissed, right? No, because you all want to go here to see the Empire State Building or whatever, and this fool wants to go down there to look at a brownstone. It doesn't make sense. And that's why, as DJs, we have to take control and serve the room, not an individual. This leads me to the second one, which is getting everyone on one thread. And this is super important, and it's not easy to do, but if you have an understanding, you should be good at it. Now, getting everyone on one thread is what I like to tell a lot of DJs who, are coming up and trying to understand their craft, is the night should feel like one long song, but not sound like one long song. You want to get everybody moving together. You want them all in the same wave, right? In order to do that is you have to be very strategic, and also a lot of this a feeling, but just weaving the songs together in a manner that it feels like one long song. But it's never boring because it doesn't sound like one song. They should not understand how you got from 95 BPM to 120 BPM. They should not notice it. They should almost be like, how did we get, wow, how did we get here? That was crazy. The ride was that crazy. We don't even know how we got here. And that's how you get them all on one thread. It almost becomes hypnotic when you're weaving it together, and it's like they kind of get lost in it. That's what you have to do. That's getting them on one thread. And that takes me to the third point, which is understanding that every gig and every set requires a different approach and a different energy. And once you understand that you're there to serve the room, and once you understand that you have to get everybody on one vibe, one thread, then this part is super easy because now you understand what you have to do when you're going into it. So DJing a nightclub is different from DJing at a wedding, is different from DJing a corporate event, is different from DJing a bar mitzvah or in-store or anything. They all require different approaches, different vibes, different energies, but you're still serving the room, still serving the purpose of the room, why this night was created, why this party was created, why this event was created. You're still serving the room, right? You're still getting people on the same vibe, whether you're on some cookout, chill type stuff, you're still doing that. But once you understand going into it what that gig requires, then you can do those others too very easily. And the last point, and most important point, honestly, is to make sure you make people feel good and make them feel happy. And you can do that through music, but you can't just play the music. There's nothing worse, in my opinion, than watching a DJ and they're not moving. Like, I don't understand how you cannot move as a DJ. You have to be able, the music that you're playing has to do something to you. And if you couple that with putting your positive energy in it, right, then everybody's gonna receive that. I recently was at a club where the DJ was just up there playing music, playing records, and he wasn't moving. And guess what? You know who else wasn't moving? The crowd. Because he wasn't putting any energy out there. That's how you make people feel happy. You have to put your energy, your positive energy out there to make people feel good. That's why they come out to party. That's why they're there. They want to have a good time. And it's the music alone is not going to do it. Mainly because, you know, the music subject matter varies and everything, you know, there's a lot of different type of music out there. But if you put your energy into it, your positive, good vibes into it, people are they're gonna receive it, they're gonna feel it, and they're going to feel good and feel happy and have a good time. Okay? So that was the last point. And again, it's 4 major points, 4 major purposes to what a DJ's purpose is, right? And the first one is to know that you're there to serve the room, not an individual. The second one is to get everyone on one thread, get them moving one wave together. Third one is understanding that each gig requires a different approach. Each set requires a different energy. And the last one, again, like I said, is probably the most important, is that you make people feel good and make people feel happy. When you go out there, people who are celebrating getting married, there are people who went through a nasty divorce and they just want to forget for a couple hours. Some people who got a promotion, there's some people who found out they're pregnant, there's some people who got fired, like all these different emotions. You know, we're like sonic therapists. And when they come to us, our job is to make them feel good. So you got to make sure that you do that. Please make sure, well, first, let me thank you for your time and listening. I hope you walked away learning something that you didn't know before, and you have a different perception of what DJs do and why we're there, and a better understanding and appreciation of it. Please check out next week or next month or whenever I decide to release the next one, where I'm going to talk about DJs' responsibilities. And I know you might think they're similar to purposes, but they're not. So please check back when I put that one out about DJs' responsibilities. You can follow me on my social media platforms, which are listed somewhere down here below. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, SoundCloud, all of that. And always remember this: music is to be felt, not heard. Again, thank you for your time. My name is DJ CEO, and this is The Loop.